The biker, Bear,
I think
Hell's
it's in
Angels
here.
president,
Keep looking,
mountain of
we need
leather
it.
and muscle,
Got
didn't
it.
look up. He finished his cigarette deliberately, orange glow flaring in his dark sunglasses. The other
Here
angels
is your
froze,
order.
conversations died.
You're welcome.
Bear's silence
Have a good
carried
day.
more
You
weight
too.
than any shout. Inside, Maya wiped the counter, watching. She'd seen Arthur every day at lunchtime, always outside, never entering. A stooped figure in a threadbare coat, scavenging trash cans only after the rush, always retreating to eat alone behind the trees. Dignity clung to him like a frayed thread. Today he'd crossed an invisible line and asked the angels. Bear pulled a crumpled $20 from his chained wallet and flicked it onto the asphalt. Go buy your own, he grunted, turning away. Arthur flinched as if slapped. He stared at the bill, then at Bear. Shame clouded his eyes. He didn't pick it up. He just shuffled away, shoulders collapsing in defeat so deep it hurt to watch. The money lay there, a small green insult. Maya's chest tightened. She'd noticed the fresh bruise blooming on Arthur's temple, half hidden by thin white hair. The way his eyes darted, not beggar's anxiety, but a hunted animal's terror. This wasn't only hunger. This was fear. For weeks she'd watched the two worlds never touch. The loud, leather-clad angels in their corner booths, tipping well and keeping order, Arthur haunting the edges. Until the burger incident. That night Maya began packing him a lunch, sandwich, apple, water. The next day, on break, she approached him by the trees. I ordered too much, she said softly. Don't want it to waste. No pity in her voice, just an offer. He searched her face, then took the bag with a trembling hand. Thank you, he whispered. It became their quiet ritual. 3 weeks later, as she handed him the bag, his sleeve slipped. Dark finger-shaped bruises circled his thin wrist, fresh. He yanked the sleeve down, face burning, snatched the food, and fled. The next day a sleek black sedan screeched in. A sour-faced man in his 40s, expensive clothes, cheap cruelty, stormed toward Arthur. What are you doing here? You're embarrassing me. He grabbed Arthur's arm, fingers digging. I give you a roof, I feed you, and you panhandle like a bum. Get in the car. No money this week. Maybe hunger teaches gratitude. The sedan peeled out. Maya stood frozen at the window. This was the source, the bruises, the fear, the starvation. The man, Vincent, was likely cashing Arthur's pension and veterans' checks, leaving the old man nothing. For 2 days Arthur vanished. Maya's anxiety spiked. The sandwich she'd made sat untouched. On the 3rd day he returned, worse. Temple bruise darker, new cut on his lip, moving like he expected the next blow. Shame gone, only raw desperation left. He dug straight into the trash. The angels rolled in. Bear's eyes swept the lot and locked on Arthur pulling half-eaten fries from the bin. He stopped, watched. Something shifted in his stance, not disgust, recognition. Maya's moment arrived. She untied her apron, hands shaking. Gary, cover me. She walked out, bell jingling, straight to Bear. The other bikers watched, wary. Bear, she managed. I'm Maya. It's about the old man, Arthur. Someone's hurting him. Words spilled. The lunches, the wrist bruises, the sedan man's threats, the likely theft of his checks. Tears burned her eyes. The police won't listen. But you see things. I thought maybe you could help. Silence. She braced for mockery. Bear removed his sunglasses. Clear blue eyes, thoughtful, not cold. He studied Arthur eating on the curb, then looked down at her. What time does the guy usually show? The next afternoon the diner hummed with tension. The angel's usual roar was gone, low murmurs only. Bear sat nursing black coffee, eyes on the lot entrance. Like a predator. At 1:30 the sedan arrived. Vincent spotted Arthur talking to Prospect Stitch and charged over, grabbing his arm. I told you to stay away from these degenerates. A shadow fell. Bear stood in the doorway, flanked by 2 giants. They blocked the path to the car. Vincent's arrogance cracked. What do you want? This is family business. Bear stepped forward, towering. We're his family now, and we need to talk about finances. Color drained from Vincent's face. Roadblock held up a folder. You've been cashing his Social Security and veterans checks. 2 years. Roughly $74,000. Vincent gaped. How? You left his mail in your unlocked car, Bear said with disgust. Stupid thief. He cornered Vincent against the sedan. Hand over your keys, wallet, house keys. Sign this power of attorney to Arthur. Then walk. Never come back within 100 miles. We see you again, we get unhappy. No overt threat needed. The stillness was enough. Vincent's hands shook so badly he could barely sign. He threw the keys and wallet down and ran, literally ran, down the road. The bikers turned to Arthur. He stared, eyes wide, tears streaming. Bear placed a heavy hand on his shoulder. It's over, old-timer. You're safe. Arthur stumbled forward and hugged Bear's waist. The giant stiffened, then patted his back, awkward, genuine. They took Arthur to the clubhouse that night. Gave him a clean room, a hot bowl of stew, bread, milk. His first full meal in over a year. He ate slowly, hands shaking from emotion. While he rested, Bear and Roadblock went to his neglected bungalow. In the attic, inside a dusty footlocker under moth-eaten blankets, army dress uniform heavy with medals, Purple Heart, Silver Star, Bronze Star with V. Photos of a fierce young soldier in Korea. Clippings of Sergeant Arthur Pendleton holding off an enemy advance, saving his platoon. A hero. Left to starve by family and country. Bear held the Silver Star, fury settling cold and deep. Arthur was one of them now. Next morning they brought the locker. Arthur's fingers traced the medals, photos. Shoulders straightened. I thought these were lost. Nothing's lost for good, Bear said. Sometimes it just needs finding. The angels adopted him, fixed his house with recovered money, but he stayed at the clubhouse, less lonely. Reinstated his benefits, got him to VA and doctor appointments. In return, Arthur, once a master mechanic, taught the younger one's engine work with artist's precision. Carburetors, transmissions, old classics. Purpose returned to his step, fog lifted from his eyes. He told war stories, brotherhood tales that echoed their own code. Became elder, confidant. Bear and Arthur sat evenings in comfortable silence or with old records on a turntable Arthur rebuilt. Bear, fatherless, found a father. Arthur, son long dead, found a son. One night Bear raised a beer. To Arthur, for reminding us what a real soldier looks like. The chapter roared approval. Arthur rode in Bear's sidecar on toy runs, proud supporter patch on his jacket. Town folk who once ignored him now smiled, greeted him with respect. They knew he was protected. Maya earned her nursing degree, stayed family. Bear always bought her coffee on her diner visits. Quiet understanding between them. Arthur lived 5 more years. Passed peacefully at 87. Full honors funeral, mile-long motorcycle procession. Buried with medals. Gravestone read, Sergeant Arthur Pendleton, our brother. Never forgotten. Garage renamed Sergeant Pendleton's Chop Shop. His armchair stayed empty, a memorial. New prospects heard the story of the old soldier who became an angel, softening rough edges, strengthening loyalty. A small brave voice from a 19-year-old waitress rippled outward. Saved one life. Built a family. Reminded hardened men of honor. True courage is often quiet, seeing what others ignore, speaking when it's risky, offering a hand not from pity but decency. Never underestimate that voice. It can change everything.